So, good day. Okay, so ipagpapatuloy natin yung examples natin. Okay, so we have our third example. Okay, so if hindi nyo natandaan kung paano natin sinolve to completely, so you can go to part 2. Okay, so examples of Bernoulli's differential equations part 2. So, this will be our third video. Okay, so today, maybe if nahirapan kayo doon sa discussions natin sa first two videos, so maybe I will just give another series of examples na sa ganun magkaroon kayo ng insights kung ano yung dapat gawin. Okay? So ano yung dapat gawin ng nasa ganun is ma-solve natin yung iba't ibang Bernoulli's differential equations. Okay? Okay. So let's have our fourth set of example. Okay? So maybe let's start with common, yung diretso na. Okay, so gawa tayo ng example. Another example. So maybe this. Yan. Okay. So sa unang tingin, okay, so we can identify na, okay, so maybe ito na lang, hindi to Bernoulli, so ganyan. So sa unang tingin, okay, so parang difficult siguro siya, pero here, okay, so as you can see, merong dy over dx. Okay, merong differential, first degree differential derivative. Merong a function of x na may katabing y. Ito, another function of x na may katabing y pero may power. So, ibig sabihin, this could be a potential px and this could be a potential qx. Okay? So, let us simplify. Okay, so, dy over dx. Okay? This is equivalent to dy over dx minus, okay, minus 5xy. Okay? What if ilipat natin dun sa kabila? Magiging 6xy squared. Okay? So, as you can see, pwede natin ma-identify saan dito si px, saan dito si qx. So, si px here is negative 5x. And then the qx here is negative 6x. Okay? So, ganyan. So, from that, okay, so ma-identify din pala natin si n. Si n dito is 2. Okay. So, from that, pwede natin magamit kaagad yung template natin doon sa first example. Okay, so as you can remember, your px, okay, nandito na yung px, qx, nandito na rin yung n. So, pwede nating pakita yung integrating factor natin si ix. Okay, so please remember that the integrating factor ix is equal to e to the 1 minus n integral of px dx. Okay? So, yan yung formula. Sinulat ko para, okay? So, I hope, if nahirapan kayo sa first and second video sa pag-intindi, in this third video, sana mas magkaroon kayo ng insight. So, e, yung 1 minus n natin is 1 minus 2, so negative 1 multiplied by negative 5x dx. So from that, negative 5x squared over 2 times negative 1, magiging positive siya. So, e to the power of 5x squared over 2. So, yan yung integrating factor natin. Okay? So, this integrating factor, okay, so we could use it and put it in this template. Okay? Y to the 1 minus n, I of x is equal to q of x, I of x, dx. Okay? So, this is the general formula of Bernoulli's differential equation in this form. Okay? So, as you can remember in our first video, okay, so in part 1. So, we know y to the 1 minus n is 1 minus 2, it's equals to negative 1 times ix. So, ano yung ix natin? So, ix natin is e to the power of 5x squared over 2. So, it is equivalent to qx, which is negative 6x, multiplied by the ix. So, e to the power of 5x squared over 2 dx. Okay? So, to simplify this, okay? So, ito yung i-integrate natin. Okay? So, remember that the integral of EU du is equal to EU plus C. So from this template, we know that we could identify that Q is the power of this natural logarithm base, which is E. So, U here is 5x squared over 2. So if you differentiate this, or du is equal to 5x. Okay? 2 times 5 over 2 is 5. Then, okay? So, 5x dx. Okay. So, here, 5x dapat to. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, i-ano natin. So, dapat maging 5x to. So, dapat ang nasa loob is 5x. So, para matabla, ilabas natin si negative 6, pero i-divide natin by 5. Nang sa ganon, equivalent pa rin sila. Okay? 5x e 5x squared over 2 dx. So, from here, pwede na nating mawala itong 5x. So, maging ganito na lang, e to the power of u. So, y to the negative 1, e to the 5x squared over 2 is equivalent to negative 6 over 5, e to the 5x squared over 2 plus c. Okay, so this is already an acceptable solution. But somehow you can simplify also. So, instead, y to the negative 1 is, pwede natin ilagay si y dito sa ilalim. Okay, at the beginning. Okay, so pwede natin i-multiply by y. So, magiging e 5x squared over 2 na siya. Negative 6 over 5 e to the 5x squared over 2. Okay, so itabi natin dito na magiging negative 6 over 5y plus cy. Okay, so pwede natin ilipat yung negative 6 over 5 doon sa kabila. Okay, and then, okay, ang negative 6 over 5 pwedeng ma-factor out. Negative 6 over 5 over y, so magiging ganito siya. Multiplied by 1. Okay, 1 tong factor dito, magiging 6 over 5y is equivalent to cy. Okay, so you just okay, so this could be your simplified answer. Okay, Yan. So, pwedeng ito, pwedeng ito. So, anything. Okay? So, this is already an acceptable answer. So, this is another simplified form of your answer. Okay? So, baka sabihin yung laging sinasabi ko na simplified, parang naghanap ako ng mas mahirap. Okay? So, in my perspective, mas simplified to kasi hindi masyadong masakit sa mata, walang y to the negative power. And then, okay, so mas malinis siyang tingnan. And then, there is a possibility na if nag-exam kayo, and then, A, B, C, D, tapos hindi nyo makita itong ang sagot na to. So, posibleng ito yung another na sagot. Okay, so pwedeng pinrases, okay, pinrases pa nang sa ganun is makuha yung sagot. Okay. Okay, so maybe that's good for our fourth example, okay, from all those videos. Okay, so maybe let's try another problem. Okay, so may I erase this one? Let's have another example. Okay, so this will be our fifth example. Okay. Okay. So again, it's not always the case na yung integrating factors natin is in terms of Ix. So sometimes it is in terms of Iy. Okay, so dito sa sitwasyon kasi na to, baliktad. Nasa taas si dx, nasa ibaba si dy. So ibig sabihin, magiging baliktad din ang sitwasyon ni dx at saka ni dy. So instead of looking for px, qx, we will find py and qy. Okay? So ano yung nasa baba? Yun yung hanapin natin. So if nasa baba si y, so hanapin natin si py. Kung nasa ibaba si dx, si x dito sa differential term, hanapin din natin si x. So dito, nasa ibaba si y, so hanapin natin si y. So ang hanapin natin is si py, tsaka si, py, tsaka si qy. Okay. So, hanapin natin. Ano si py? Si py ay yung katabi ni x. Okay, so remember this term. Okay, so baka nalimutan nyo. This is just the general equation. Okay, so in terms of py, x is equal to qy over x to the power of n. So, yung py natin dito is si 8y, katabi ni x. Okay? And then, yung qy natin is si 3y. At saka yung n natin is si 3. Bakit? Yung hinahanap natin dito is yung power ni x. Okay? So, yan yung general formula, okay, from our first example. Kung dy over dx kasi, nagiging pxy, qxy to the power of n. Diba? Ibaliktad nyo lang yung sitwasyon ni x at saka ni y nang hindi kayo malito. Okay? So, here, pwede na natin makompute si integrating factor. So, si integrating factor natin, which is not ix, it is iy already, is equivalent to e to the power of 1 minus n integral of py dy. Okay. So, ano si py natin? Si py natin is 8y. And then, ang yung 1 minus n natin, so 1 minus 3 is negative 2 to the power of py, which is 8y dy. So, ang mangyayari dito, e to the negative 2 times 4y squared. So, is equal to 8y squared. Ito yung integrating factor natin. Okay, so ano yung general solution kapag ganito yung forma? So, so I will erase this kasi hindi ito kasama sa step-by-step solution natin. So, ganito yung mangyayari. Okay. Di ba meron tayong, okay, so ganito yung general formula niya. Hindi na y, x na. Okay, nagkapalit sila ng sitwasyon. So, x to the y minus n multiplied by e by the integrating factor I of x is equal to integral of q of x, I of x, q of y, I of y, dy. Okay? So, dapat magkaiba. Okay? So, I of y, sorry. So, ganyan. Nilipat natin yung sitwasyon ni x at y kasi nasa ibaba si dy. Okay? So, x to the power of, negative 2, kasi yung, natin is, n natin is 3. So, iy is a to the negative 8y squared. So, qy natin is 3y multiplied by the integrating factor e to the negative 8y squared. Okay? So, sulat natin ulit. So, the integral of EU du is equal to EU plus C. So, yung U natin dito sa sitwasyon na to is negative 8y squared. Okay? So, therefore, ang du natin is negative 16y dy. Pero, hindi naman to negative 16 ang nandito. Okay? So, ang gawin natin, ipasok natin si negative 16y okay, so para maging equivalent pa rin sila, i-over ko to si negative 16 pero i-top ko naman si 3. Okay, so maging 3 to over negative 16 kasi pag minultiply ko ito, babalik siya sa 3y. Okay, so they are just equivalent. Okay, so magiging x to the negative 2 to siya, ey squared is equal to negative 3 over 16. Isang integral na to, magiging EU plus C. So, magiging siya, e to the negative 8y squared na lang plus C. So, this is already an acceptable solution. And then again, you can simplify this one. Okay? Kung gusto niyo i-simplify, kayo na bahala. Okay? Hindi ko na siya simplify pa. Okay? So, baka mag-multiply ka ng x squared dito sa kabila at x squared dito sa kabila and then ilipat mo. Okay? So, this is already an acceptable answer. Okay? So, maybe let's proceed with another example. Okay? So, sana mas nalinawan kayo dun sa solution natin. Okay? So, maybe let's have another solution. Okay, so this will be our last example na medyo obvious kung ang arrangement ng Bernoulli's equation. And then the next problems might be kailangan pa nating i-process algebraically. Okay, so let's have let's have example number 6. Okay. Ayan. Okay. So, as you can see, ito yung problem natin, no? Problem number 6. So, y prime is equal to negative 5x, y is plus 10x, y to the negative 3. Okay. So, maybe hindi masyadong obvious yung, okay, medyo obvious talaga yung arrangement niya, okay? So, may possible ka na px, qx, at n. Okay. So, maybe arrange muna natin. So, magiging, ano to siya? Dy over dx itong equivalent niya. So, dy over dx. Okay, paglipat mo dito, nagiging 5xy is equal to 10x to the y negative 3. Okay, so, pangalanan natin ano yung px niya at saka qx. So, yung px dito is, p of x dito is 5x, and then the q of x natin is 10x. Okay, and ang n natin is yung power ni y, which is negative 3. Okay. So, we can apply directly. Okay? So that we will know the integrating factor. So, yung I of x natin, okay, is equivalent to e to the power of 1 minus n px dx. Okay, so yung ix natin is e to the 1 minus n. 1 minus negative 3 is magiging e to the 4th. And then yung p of x natin is 5x dx. So, e to the power of 4 times 5x squared over 2. So, magiging e 5x squared over 2 times 4 is equal to 10x squared. Okay. Yan. Okay, so paulit-ulit na lang yung natin. Okay? So, yung general solution niya kasi yung forma niya is ganito. Okay? So, yung pag ganito, yung general na solution niya is ganito. Okay? I-review ko lang nang sa ganon hindi kayo mahirapan. Okay? Constant reminder kumbaga. So, magiging ganito yung solution niya. Y 1 minus n times I of x is equal to q of x I of x dx. So, yung y natin dito is 1 minus n is 4. Yung ix natin is e to the power of 10x squared is equal to yung q of x natin is 10x. Yung ix natin is e to the power of 10x squared dx. Okay. So, alam naman natin eu to integral of eu du is equal to eu plus c. Okay. Yung u dito na sitwasyon is 10x squared. So, pag dinifferentiate mo si du, magiging 20x dx. 10x lang nandito. Okay? So, dahil 10x lang yung nandito, ilabas natin, diba? Ilabas natin si 20, ipasok pala natin si 20. And then, i-multiply ko lang ng 1/2. Bakit? 1/2 times 20 is 10. Okay, so para ma-integrate natin itong sa loob, makawala na siya sa hawla. So, y fourth and e to the 10x squared is equal to 1 half. So, ang whole expression na to, magiging EU na siya. In which e to the power of u, okay, e to the power of u is e to the 10x squared. So, e to the 10x squared plus c. So, this is already an acceptable answer. So, this is your solution to this problem. Okay? So, babalik lang ako ng konti. Okay? Let's have our 7th example. Okay? So, I would like to remind you na these following examples are not direct to the point. Okay? So, hindi natin kaagad ma-identify na Bernoulli's differential equations na siya. Okay? Maraming mga Bernoulli's differential equations na hindi mo ma-identify kaagad. Okay? So, kailangan mo pang tingnan, okay? First, variable separable ba siya? Second, exact equation ba siya? Homogeneous ba siya? First order linear differential equation ba siya na ma-apply ng integrating factors? Kung hindi, saka ba Bernoulli's? Okay? So maybe in the next video, let's randomly solve problems and we can identify it is variable separable, exact differential equations, homogeneous, and first order linear differential equation, or by it is Bernoulli's differential equation. And kung hindi pa ma-solve, meron tayong tinatawag na by substitution methods. Okay? So, yan. So, i-discuss natin on another video yan. So, here, focus muna tayo kay Bernoulli's differential equations. So, let's have a example number 7. Okay, so, okay. So, what if ganitong uri ng equation yung na-encounter nyo? Okay. So, ang una mong gagawin is identify mo ba kung pwede ba siyang variable separable. Pwede ba? So, merong y dito, hindi mo ma-integrate kaagad. Okay? Hindi mo ma-integrate kaagad. Kasi may x squared, tsaka may y. Okay? So, maybe, okay? So, pwede. Diba? Pwede nating i-divide yung y dito. Pwede kang mag-divide ng y. Okay? So, So, magiging 5x squared to plus 5x squared y squared plus x squared plus 8 over y dy is equal to 0. Hindi siya variable separable. So, therefore, it is not a variable separable. Okay. Yan yung una nating simple equation. Mag-start ka sa variable separable. Hindi pwede kasi x squared, may matira pang y squared. Hindi mo na siya matanggal. Okay? Kung matanggal na lahat x squared, tapos may dx na katabi at yung dy, may katabi na siya na in terms of y lang din. So, yan. Variable separable siya. Pero ito hindi. So, it's not a variable separable. Oh, variable separable ba siya? So, no? Hindi. So, i-check natin. Next thing, exact ba siya? So, ano yung exact? Ganyan? Obviously naman, okay, this is a constant, so dapat 0 to. Okay? So, ito, di ba dapat, ito yung checking natin sa exact equations, exact DE. So, hindi rin pwede kasi pag binawasan natin ito ng y, magiging 15x squared y, okay, squared, dato siya magiging x squared kasi yung variable lang natin is si squared. Okay, tama ba? Check ko. So, hindi siya equal kasi pag dinifferentiate mo in terms of x to 8 lang siya. So, any differential of constant is 0. So, hindi siya exact DE. So, wrong pa rin. Okay, hindi siya exact DE. Okay. So, check uli natin. Homogeneous, baka homogeneous siya. Hindi rin, okay? So, pag tinignan mo, dapat yung sum ng ano niya, bawat terms niya is pantay. So, ito, 5. 2 plus 3. Ito, 2 plus 1, 3. Ito, 0 kasi walang variable. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya homogeneous kasi hindi uniform. Okay. So, another thing. First order linear differential equations ba siya? Okay. Linear first DE, which is also known as integrating factors. First linear DE. Hindi natin alam. Okay? Hindi natin alam. So, kailangan natin siyang ma-identify. So, paano ba natin ma-identify? Dapat yung, okay? So, ma-identify natin. Okay? Pag linear first DE, kailangan magbuo tayo ng dy over dx. Okay, so, okay, so, i-divide natin ito ng dx, lahat sila, para magkaroon ng dy. So, dy over dx, so 5x squared y cubed plus x squared y. So, wala na siyang dx, so magiging 8 dy over dx equals 0. Okay? So, arrange natin. So, magiging 8 dy over dx. Hanapin mo yung may kasamang y to the power of 1 lang. So, magiging x squared y. Ilipat ko to doon sa kabila, magiging negative 5x squared y cube. Okay? So, i-divide ko to lahat ng 8 para mawala yung 8 dito at maging dy dx na, over dx na lang. So, magiging dy over dx plus x squared y over 8 is equal to negative 5 over 8 x squared y cube. Okay? So, na-identify natin na may px siya at may qx. Kaya lang may katambal na y to the power of n. So, hindi siya linear first DE. Bernoulli siya. Okay? So, konti lang yung pagkakaiba ni linear first DE tsaka ni Bernoulli's DE. Differential equation. Ano? May y to the power of n sa Bernoulli's differential equation. So, therefore, this is a Bernoulli's DE. Okay? So, nakita nyo naman. So, kapag wala kayong idea paano i-solve, mag-start ka muna kay variable. Si parable ba siya? Kung hindi, doon ka kay exact. Exact ba siya? Hindi. Kung hindi, homogeneous ba siya? Hindi rin. Linear first DE? Hindi rin. Kapag hindi pa rin, Bernoulli's DE. At kapag hindi pa rin nag-click si Bernoulli's DE, so meron tayong iba pang paraan, yung substitution methods. Okay, so medyo mahaba yung substitution methods. Maraming paraan. Okay, so ito lang muna. So number 7. Okay. So since Bernoulli's differential equation siya, ma-identify natin saan si px, qx, etc. Okay? So, okay. So, dito, ma-identify natin si p of x. So, si p of x dito is x squared over 8. Yan, katabi ni y. And then, si qx natin is yung katabi ni y cube. Okay? Y to the power of n. So, dito, qx is negative 5 over 8 x squared. At saka yung n natin is 3. Okay? So, ilagay na natin sa template. So, yung template na solution dito is obviously yung y to the power of 1 minus n. I know. Meron pa tayong nalimutan. Solve muna natin si ix pala. So, si ix is equal to e to the power of 1 minus n integral of px dx. Okay? So, si px natin is 1 minus n. Yung n natin is 3. So, magiging negative 2 to siya. And then, yung px natin is si x squared minus 8. X squared over 8 dx. So, magiging ano siya? Magiging e to the negative 2 x cubed over 24. So, magiging e to the negative, okay, multiply natin, magiging x cubed over 12. So, ito yung ix natin. So, if that is not enough. So, na-compute natin si ix. So, pwede natin ilagay doon sa template na y1 minus n integral of multiply by I of x is equal to integral of q of x I of x dx. Okay. So, if that is the case, so paano? So, yung y to the power of 1 minus n natin is y 1 minus n natin is negative 2. I of x is e to the negative x cubed over 12 is equal to qx. Yung qx natin, okay, si qx natin dito is negative 5 over 8 x squared. Yung ix is negative x cubed over 12. Okay. So, paano ba? So, e to the power of u, du, o integral of that is eu plus c. The eu here, as you can see, is u here is negative x cubed over 12. So, kapag differentiate mo, magiging negative 3x squared over 12 siya, du. Or x to the power x squared over 4 du. Okay, kasi simplified terms. So, dapat ito yung katabi niya. Kaya lang negative 5 over 8 siya. Okay. So, let's have another whiteboard. Kasi hindi kasya. Ay, dx pala to. Hindi du, dx to, dx. Kasi x yung natin. Okay. So, in order that, okay, so dapat yung katabi niya is, okay, so magiging y to the negative 2. Okay, so nakita yung buong whiteboard. And then, e to the negative x cubed over 12 is equivalent to negative 5/8 to, pero ang ipasok natin doon sa integral is x negative x squared over 4 e to the negative x cubed over 12 dx. May dx na pa to. Okay. And then, paano para matabla si 5/8? So, nilabas ko si 5 over 2. Okay? Bakit 5 over 2? Pag minultiply mo, si 5 over 2 magiging negative 5 over 8 siya. Okay? Kaya ako nilabas. Kasi, para masimplify natin itong buong expression doon sa loob. Okay? So, y negative 2 e to the power of negative x cubed over 12 is equal to 5 over 2 e to the negative x cubed over 12 plus c. So, this is already an acceptable solution to the differential equations. Okay, so if you wish, pwede nyo ring i-simplify. Okay, so but kayo na lang. Okay, sa inyo na yan. Okay, so this is already the solution of the problem. Okay. So, yan. Okay, so maybe we will have our last example. Okay. So, this time, okay, so this time ito. Okay, so maybe last example, which is the 8th example already. This is the 8th example. 8th example. So this is it. Okay, so 2x ayan. Okay. So, ayan. So, kapag naka-encounter kayo ng ganitong problem, so uulitin ko pa, kailangan yung i-identify. Okay? Pwede nyong, okay, so maybe wala ka ngayong idea kung saan kayo magsimula. So, lista natin yung mga posibleng mga solutions niya. Okay. So, first, we must identify. Okay? So, hindi nyo pwedeng hindi nyo na isulat ito sa solutions nyo. Okay? Identify nyo kung variable si parable ba siya, exact, homogeneous, linear first DE, which is integrating factors. Integrating factors or Bernoulli ba siya? Okay. So first, variable separable ba? Try natin. Pwede nating i-factor si x dito. So magiging 2 minus 5y to the power of 10 dy siya. And then x is equal to dx. Okay? Variable di para pwede maging variable si parable pag lahat ng dy nandito. Okay? So 2 minus 5y to the 10 magiging dy equals dx over x. So therefore, variable separable siya. Okay? Variable separable siya. Nakikita nyo ba? So pwede nyo nang integrate to. So magiging ano siya? 2y minus 5y 10 plus 1 over 10 plus 1. Okay? Yan yung natin. So magiging ln x, ln absolute value of x plus c siya. So magiging 2y minus 5 over 11 y to the 11 power siya is equal to ln of x plus c. So this could be your answer. Okay, nakikita nyo? So this could be your answer. But somehow, I would like to tell you that this could be also a Bernoulli's equation. Okay, so ating i-compare yung solution kapag sinolve natin to siya in terms of Bernoulli at saka not in terms of, okay? Tingnan ko muna, baka mali yung ano ko. Okay, so hindi pala. Okay, so this is okay, variable separable. Okay, so kapag nakuha mo na variable separable pala siya, so this is already the answer. Okay, so wag nyo nang lukuhin yung sarili nyo. Kapag na-solve nyo na with using variable separable, wag ka nang maghagdan-hagdan dito kung ito, in-explain ko sa inyo, kapag na-solve nyo ng variable separable, okay. Pag hindi, test mo kung exact ba siya. Kung hindi pa rin, try mo kung homogeneous siya. Kung hindi siya homogeneous, baka linear first DE siya. Kung hindi pa rin, Bernoulli's. Kapag hindi pa rin, meron tayong substitution methods. Which is another type of solution we will discuss in the next videos. So, yan. Okay, so, hindi lang Bernoulli's differential equation itong na-discuss ko this video, okay? So, I hope maraming nakakikuan. So, maybe let's have another example, okay? So, hindi siguro ito yung last. Lagyan natin ng isa pa. So, what if hindi ito? Ipalit natin si 2y at si y at si x. So, gawin natin ganito. So, what if ganito yung nangyari? I-ano natin, exchange natin yung sitwasyon ni y at ni x. So, magiging 5y x to the 10th power siya. Okay. So, ang tanong, okay? Okay, so medyo iniba ko. Gawin natin itong 3. Okay, gawin natin itong 3. Ibahin natin. So, nagkapalit sila ni y at saka ni x. Variable separable pa ba siya? Kasi may y dito eh. Dito, may x din nga lang. Okay. So, pwede natin ilabas si y. Di ba? Pwede natin ilabas si y. And then, ating ilabas si dx. Okay. Can you spot? So, pwede. Okay? This is also a form of, I guess, pwede rin tong form ng variable separable. Yan. So, the only problem we have is paano natin to solve. Okay? I'm sure you can solve this one. Magiging y squared over 2 to. Diba? Ang tanong na lang, paano to isolve? Okay? So, this is actually unsolvable by using ordinary methods. Okay? So, kailangan mo pang operahan. Okay? So, one thing, although it's variable separable, pero nag-result siya into mahirap i-integrate. Okay, so let's try again. Okay. So in this formula, okay, so hindi siya exact. Hindi siya pwedeng exact, hindi siya homogeneous, okay? Diretso ko na para madali, okay? At hindi rin siya pwede linear DE. Okay, so this is actually a Bernoulli's equation, okay? So maybe, okay? So para mas malinawan tayo, i-discuss ko to sa ibang videos kung paano i-solve, okay? Paano identify yung differential equation na step by step, okay? In increasing order. So, pwede to siya Bernoulli eh. So magiging 2y, okay? Kopyahin ko muna. Okay, so pwede kasi dito ilipat ko dito ito maging dx. Negative dx siya, maging 2y minus 3y x to the power of 10 dy siya is equal to 0. Okay? I-multiply ko muna siya ng negative 1 para maging dx minus magiging or madali is okay, maging negative 2y minus 3y x to the 10 dy equal 0. So, divide dy all over. So, magiging dx over dy minus 2y. Okay, so, minus 3y x to the power of 10 is equal to 0. Okay, so maging dx over dy minus 2y is equal to 3y x to the 10. Okay, so finally, okay, nakita niyo? Pwede siyang Bernoulli's equation. Okay, so kaysa mapunta tayo dito na medyo mahirap siyang integrate kasi yan yung naging forma niya. So, we can do it in terms na pwede natin siyang i-template. So, here, ma-identify natin si py, di ba? Okay, dx over dy, baliktad yung sitwasyon. So, kaya py at x at qy yung hanapin natin. So, si py at qy pala. So, py natin dito is si negative 2y. And then, si qy natin is 3y. Okay? So, from that, ma-identify natin si integrating factor na si I of y. Okay? So, I of y here is e to the 1 minus n p of y dy. So paano? So, magiging e to the power of anong n natin? So, ang n natin dito is 10. Okay? N is 10 here. Kasi katabi ni x to the power of 10. So, n is 10. So, e to the 1 minus 10, integral of integral of py natin is negative 2y dy. So, magiging e to the negative 9 multiplied by times negative y squared. So, magiging e to the 9y squared siya. Ito yung integrating factor natin. Okay? So, from here, e to the, okay, so yung main solution dito is y, x pala kasi x to the power of 1 minus n in iy is equal to integral of qy I of y dy. Yan. Yan yung solution para dito. Okay, so yung n natin is 10, so 1 minus 10. Yung iy natin is e 9y squared is equal to qy, which is 3y multiplied by e to the 9y squared dy. Okay? And since we know that the integral of eu du is equal to e to the power of u plus c, so ang u natin dito is si 9y squared kasi yun yung exponent ni e. So yung du natin is 18y dy. Okay. So dapat 18y yung katabi niya. But somehow, hindi mo siya masolve kaagad. So, x to the negative 9, e to the 9y squared is equal to 18y. Dapat e to the 9y squared dy. Okay, so para equivalent to at ito, i-multiply ko lang ng 1 over 6. Kasi 1 over 6 times 18 is 3. So, mag-equivalent na sila. So, magiging x to the negative 9, e to the 9y squared 1/6 e to the power of u na. Okay? Ang u natin is 9y squared. So, magiging e 9y squared plus c. So, this is already an acceptable solution. Okay? So, yan yung sagot natin. Okay? So, okay. So, in the next video, as I will promise. So, okay. So, ito yung tanong. Ito yung solution. Okay? So, first, na-identify natin siya na pwede siyang variable separable. But somehow, hindi possible tong i-integrate na madalian. So, kaya naghinanap tayo ng ibang paraan. So, we identified na Bernoulli's differential equation siya. Okay? So, actually, so, ganun yung solution natin. So, I hope naintindihan nyo yung mga examples natin about Bernoulli's differential equation. Okay? So, in the next video, I will discuss kung paano mag-solve ng differential equations na ginamit yung pag mag-identify ka. Okay? So, I hope panoorin nyo yung video na yun para mas matuto pa kayo. Mas matuto pa tayo kung paano mag-solve ng differential equations. Okay? So, thank you.